Alliance Angels, the more standard approach to the double duels comp, as you were mentioning, but Dash have a lot behind this on the attacking side.
That they do. CDC, I feel like, have struggled a little bit on their defensive side, getting a little bit readable, but we'll see how they're able to keep things fluid throughout this first half. Alliance Angels not really going to be testing where CDC are stacked currently over towards the A side of the map, and instead working in towards mid, maybe dealing with this tripwire and garage early on. Will be the name of the game for them.
Early cam immediately cleared out, and they are fully sending it down A, which you would expect given their double duelist comp. The question really becomes how far they're willing to push it. I mean, full A main control. They've denied all of that space. The rest of them are huddled up on the other side of garage. Leah, big fight, 22 HP.
Eagle-eyed.
Nicely done by Young One-Oh.
But over on C, the
and now they can try to
still here and low.
Leah's in trouble. Leah's in trouble. Someone save Leah. Leah's dead. Aurelia cleans him up. Dart back sight. Alcia has to vacate. Very nicely done by AXA so far. Beautifully done.
It just gets better and better for them, Doug. Every single walk-up. I mean, again, this is CDC pushing C and A at the same time. And all Alliance Angels have to do is sit there and be ready and win out in their fights. A flawless pistol round to start map 3 after a 13-11 map 2 victory. Alliance Angels have to be feeling good.
Oh, yeah, 1000%. All momentum on their side. They've dealt with all of the pauses. They've dealt with all of the delays, and they're still carrying that through. So really, really good start for them. You take a look at the buy for CDC going into this. You got 3 sheriffs. And we've seen a couple thrifty rounds, but the Outlaw for Spec towards A doesn't look like it's going to get challenged early on. Or Grass, excuse me. And there are a couple here. The Waylay will be the first.
Well,
and it's Enders who gets the kill.
So now who's going to walk up next? Is it Snackbox or Leia, do we think?
I'm going to say Snackbox. Money's on Snackbox here.
Now well, going to have to walk backwards now that there's a drone in their face.
How much cover can you find here? Oh, still dealt to Dink. Nicely done by Snackbox, but not enough. Not with that gun. And so off of that, AX.
Last player standing.
Okay. That smoke goes checked once more. Leah has been spotted. They know. And they start to swarm. Looking to see who will be rewarded with the next ult orb. And it looks like they want to prioritize giving it to Enders. Leah will tuck tail, try to run away, try to stay alive. It's Aurelia who cleans him up. AXA gets 2.
I'm very curious what the vision is for controlling the A main spaces for CDC, because the 2 main genres of comp are either your Breach or your Viper, and either way, it's like Breach gives you ideas to just dominate with a fault line, get up and threaten walking down long. The Viper wall, well, the Viper teams usually give up the A site, but you have the orb to play around on site. This team doesn't really have either of those options. I would imagine it's more about literally just walking forward with Bithy or Sithrin, and then being able to have the option to teleport back. And I'd expect to see a lot more of these types of ideas just walking down into mid.
Did you see that dart? Tag 4?
I did
Everybody
not,
was lit up.
I am
and so now they're
clueless.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, you see, look at how CDC rotated off of that. That dart tagged literally everyone, so all of them make a mad dash towards A, and they all huddle up on the site. Not able to TP away quickly enough. Nicely done. Iriso.
This is unfortunate because there's no tripwire on the B site. So this smoke, common attack lurk smoke idea that makes it impossible for one player to hold the B site because a lurker could pop out left side or right side. So that calls Veluzia to work on over onto B. It leaves Snackbox isolated in the corner of A. Gonna be needing to get at least one kill for the team.
With a Guardian, that's all you can really ask for, no?
This hit is too late, though. The smoke on B's already down, so here's Velucia once again.
One enemy remaining.
Oh!
30 seconds
Oh,
left.
no, that's not just one. Snackbot hits all three.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I thought it was going to be a Velucia that would be the issue, swinging out backside, but that Guardian play was gnarly.
10 seconds left.
All right, what in the world is Aurelia going to do now?
Sit and wait.
Yep.
Consider her options.
And there aren't many. And so CDC get on the board.
Well, I think Alliance Angels played a pretty solid round, apart from literally just not clearing the corner. I think that was a one mistake issue. They could have also been a little snappier to exec into A and timed that before their B smoke actually went down. But I think the macro of that round, by and large, was strong. Just need a little bit sharper getting into the sites. This round, they're not going to take any chances. Just open up 4 and C long.
With the wall, the TP behind it, there are no questions that this is where the hit's headed. Holy smokes, they're sending everything into this. Enders immediately disposed of, though. And now Biffy floods in from garage. What a hold from the defense.
Last player standing.
They tried brute forcing the way out onto C, and it's a disaster.
Kind of shuts down any hopes of momentum here. Losing both the bonus and then the critical round 4. Now ultimates start to come online. Hunter's Fury for Snackbox, Slytherin 2 away. So making things clean here in round 5 for CDC of the utmost importance.
Protect our homeland.
And eyes on another swing round in the following.
Dart will tag Biffy. That'll help a little bit.
By shield.
What? Biffy beautifully played. Biffy gets 2
keeps on
there.
coming.
Finally cleaned up. The Stingers don't really do any damage, but the Sheriffs do. Enders gets 2.
And were
Enders
Enders
ult?
using the ult here? Really?
And Aurelia gets the kill. Enders was a literal drone.
Spike planted.
Slytherin backside.
issue
The
is
Phantom is
Slytherin
now
down
sitting on the
long.
ground. That's going to help. You got to swing that quickly, though.
Last player
Insane that
standing.
Slytherin still gets 1, and that's going to leave things in a 1v1, but Aurelia has 8 HP. Snackbox has ult, has dart, has 2 shots. Really? Oh. That second tag of the dart gave everything away. Nicely done by Snackbox. That's another round for CDC. They take the lead.
Yeah, that plant just wasn't in a realistic position for Aurelia to ult into Link and still be able to play the round. So once she heard the tap of the spike, had to cancel the ultimate. That meant she didn't have the gun out in time to be able to break the dart. Just a series of unfortunate events cascading in a domino. So now, most critical round of the half for Alliance Angels. They lost the last swing round on round 4. They cannot afford to lose this next one, or it's just going to start running away. But this round, there's an operator in Slytherin's hands. There's a Dimensional Drift Hunter's Fury combination. EDC should have everything they need. But now that that dart wasn't hit, you gotta know there's an ult online, or an op online.
You would think. And there's that op. Don't know how Youngwon Ho. I mean, I guess you cage across, but or maybe you punish.
Nah,
This
you
is
just
such
be
a
better.
tense spot to be in.
Ah, it's not
Okay.
that complicated, Doug. You just be better. It's a one-step plan. Shoot the head.
Right, right. They're forced to sit back on the other side of the trip, stalling things out across mid for just a bit. And take a look at where Snackbox is on the minimap right now. Playing back in spawn because
Just
of
be
the
better.
ult.
Shoot
Just
the
better.
head.
Yep, just be better. But keep a close eye on the Hunter Fury. There it is. And that's going to buy a little bit of time. 36 seconds left. That's going to send AXA into disarray.
Whoa, yeah, they wanted to pivot back into the lurk on A, but then once their Sentinel dies, they have to come in to see where now Biffy is already waiting for this hit to come in.
Yep. Vulnerable, suppressed, forced to sit back, play on the other side of box. That's a free kill. Biffy gets one, swings on to the second, cannot catch up. But Snackbox can. Aurelia, so much to do. 10 seconds left, grabs the spike. We'll get the spike down. Aurelia left in a 1v1. Leo with an op in hand. And now Aurelia TPing away.
Lost from this position in the last round. Now needs to win it up against Leo was switching it over to the Odin.
Much healthier. Oh, but the bullets are not landing. Leah's going to stick it. Leah's going to stick it. Leah's going to stick it. It's off the mark. Oh, it's just a second late. Aurelia gets a kill, but the defuse comes through as CDC gets a 4.
It is a sour taste for Aurelia.
Dude, how close was that?
And the worst part is Aurelia's having a great game, sitting at 9-3, topping the scoreboard. Best player on the server right now, but to lose back-to-back 1v1s and to lose it to a full stick through a cage is just going to live rent-free for the rest of the series.
Show yourself you can.
Now they're all posted up towards A. Cithrin, really aggressive here. Cithrin pushes that about as late as you possibly can. A Vandal for Aurelia. You're gonna try to flirt with A once more. Note here, you've got 2 players on site, one pushing up short, and then you've got Valencia close by with a flash and can rotate over quickly. Young One Ho, nicely done.
Again, winning on these lurks. Down in sewers.
Yeah. That paranoia will not connect. The paranoia from Valencia will, and it's going to cause massive problems. Aurelia and Young One Ho, though. Brute force this fight wide open. What a round from AXA. From top to bottom.
They just had stingers and a hero rifle that Aurelia carried over from the last round. And they were looking at 4 ults on the other side of things. CDC used none of them. And it all comes down to the fact that Young One Ho is dominating in sewers. The enemy Yoru just sort of walks into her. Was already chipped down a little bit lower, so that stinger absolutely melts. And then she can upgrade into a rifle and be a second point of entry into the site.
What an opener already. Biffy, remember how we talked about Biffy winning a lot of those fights and how effective they'd been?
Oh.
If Biffy isn't winning those, that spells trouble for CDC.
She's been going for this walkout of double doors, trying to break a Cypher camera in mid basically every round and then recall back. And finally, Alliance Angels have caught onto it and started to punish.
Valencia getting tagged through to the spam. Forced to take a step back. If you're AXA here, you want to get through this as cleanly as you can. And so money's obviously in a really good spot right now. But you want to try to snowball this advantage.
Look at these crossfires being set up. There is no way
good
back
luck.
in.
Nope. Good luck.
And this is how Alliance Angels need to keep playing, right? If you're anticipating the aggression from the other side, punishing that, and then sort of pack mentality, setting up into really hard to break post plants. Like, you can just beat CDC if you have the teamwork, you know? CDC all about letting their really cracked out individual players go and find what they can. But strong teamwork can just about always overcome that.
It's working so far. Really at 12-3. AXA tied at 4 apiece. But take a look at the ults on the side of CDC. And Snackbox is 2 off of the Hunter Shiri.
Again, Biffy playing over by Garage. This time, no one going for the early door spam to take her out of the round. The walks always come in, don't they, Doug? There goes Cithrin down long C, although Alliance Angels aren't guarding that, just a tripwire on the angle.
What are they going to do to get past this trip? Oh, they just shoot it. Okay, that answers that question.
Yeah, shoot one, shock dart the other, and Lucia's forced to run away.
Iffy playing just on the other side of Garage. Fully accelerating onto this. The Paranoid to scale out behind Garage. And there's the ult.
Right here.
I don't think it tagged anyone. I don't think it hit anyone at all. And so they've gotten out onto the site, but the TP through Biffy. Trying to do what they can to hang on to this.
They're sticking.
Half, 3/4. Biffy's going to stick it the whole way. That's the
It's
third
just a stick.
time we've seen this.
You've got to be kidding me. And this time it's with 3 players alive. Alliance Angels, they play one, brilliant post plan over towards C, not leaving any angle left. And then here, once all the ultimates start getting thrown at them, they scatter to the wind, play off site. That spike plan on the left side of B is hard to swing into when you're coming as a Garage player. And yet, even after winning that round, guess what? It's CDC that have no money and are forced onto the save.
2 Buckies, a Stinger.
Oh.
And the Hunter's Fury out from Snackbox. That was a main trap setup off of the Biffy utility too. Cool little idea.
A little slow combo idea with it. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a major gap for Young Won Ho to play with down A long.
Right here.
Look over at A. Young Won Ho thinks
Yep.
she has the sight, but Cithrin is up here
Nope.
with a Bucky.
We should, take a look at Cithrin. There's the Bucky. 2 kills found. The spike now down.
Oh, I love a good eco round. It's non-stop today, Doug.
It's happening too. I mean, I don't.
The
this
mad
is
dash
enough of a
shooters.
swing that I don't. How they snatched this back. Cithrin couldn't TP away. They grabbed the spike. 30 seconds left. You can't really flip anywhere, and the neural theft is going to give everything up.
Scanning ahead.
And so they know they're pushing into this, but it's not like they have much of an option. 20 seconds.
There's time. There's time to get over to C. Still have to break this tripwire, and the Omen ult isn't going over to C to stop the plant from going down. This should be fine for Alliance Angels, especially with this jump up into window.
Last player standing.
Oh, never mind. How wrong I was. A
1v3.
fool, indeed.
70 HP. Enders, I mean, there's no way to cover. No vision on Garage. Enders had no option there.
Thanks.
Just a wild round where Young Won Ho finds the full opening
They
into A.
sacrificed for nothing.
And this is why a lot of times when you're going for an A lurk like that, instead of trying to peek into CT and getting in front of things, you'll actually, once you clear the site, wrap back around in towards short. Try and see if there's anyone in that space, because it's pretty unlikely that no one's playing on the A site, right? So deal with that
Right.
one position, or make sure if you have a Sova player, they've got to have drone available to get back into lobby.
What a mess. CDC up 2 rounds. Alliance Angels call a timeout. We've talked about this a couple times. We touched on it on Sunset. We can touch on it here as well. They've got Ender's ult in the Dimensional Drift, and they have Specs ult in the Hunter's Fury. Perfect combo. Not just for essentially securing a kill with the Hunter's Fury, but also causing bedlam. And then you've got Aurelia TPing backside. There are a lot of tools here for the attack.
I'd kind of like to see them continuing to allow Young Won Ho to experiment into the space on A. She's been crushing it when it comes to those lurks. See if they can, again, catch either Biffy pushing out into the mid space or Sithrin down long. It's been so consistent, those two players, on the angles they continue to challenge.
But it doesn't look like either of them are posted up aggressively right now on either angle. So it doesn't seem like they want to.
Don't worry. Don't worry, they'll get there.
Yeah, give it time type beat. Here we go. There's the Hunter's Fury.
Shielded.
There's the Dimensional Drift. The site is entirely vacant. No Omen TP.
Sithrin's down on 19 HP.
Wow. And Paranoia, both of them splitting the uprights. I don't think anybody tagged either one. They're still trying to get out onto the site. You've still got Spec who's playing down long. And that dart will buy some time, provide some cover. A gorgeous dart, but the ult really just secures this whole thing.
Yep.
What a round from AXA.
Even if Velucia wins the 1v1, you've got Spec making a mad dash over to the position of the opponent. Wraps it up entirely. So again, looking oddly similar here with Alliance Angels battling back at the end. Chance to tie things up at the half with a good round here.
That was both of their ults invested. The big ults that we've been talking about. In Spec, we haven't touched on this, but I think it might be high time to highlight it. 1 in 6 from the Sova so far.
A tough time after being so influential back on Sunset. Now with an operator in their hand, holding for the peak garage door. This time a Bucky, I doubt it. Look, these guys push the same angles every round. Sithrin's won this fight as well.
If it ain't broke. Oh, oh dear. Oh dear. That's all right. TP away. Nobody saw it. Never happened.
Yeah, no issues. Sithrin has a stinger in hand. Surely she couldn't have had a sheriff down long that was missing. No. There's a 6 player in the game.
No. Wasn't Sithrin.
It was the clone. It was the Yoru clone taking those shots.
Of course, yes.
I'm very worried about Biffy in the corner there. Spec seems to have a sixth sense for this.
Smackbox is getting too aggro.
What? Just full faces the line.
And then still gets one.
Yeah, Spec and no chance to play the round, but double trip setup. 2 players here and 2 more on the flank from CDC.
Paranoia, Decay, Leah still flashed up through the shield, gets Rizzo. Unreal. Navalicia still trying to play back in Graffiti as smoke goes down. The cage continues to cause problems. Deny that line. The 2v2 now, 13 seconds left. They're playing for Link. They're planning for Link. Trying to flip the map. Sithrin's position not given away. The TP backside does not matter. You can dash all you want.
Biffy is just quite literally a worm on the end of a fishing pole. Just chucked on in there for Sithrin to come around and punish with. Nice little round there. CDC. I think just that hold coming out from it was Leia and Velucia getting into the back of sight. Very nice between the two, so they have the advantage going into the half. Not another 6-6. Now winning a pistol would set them up very nicely to run away with this.
Yes, this should do.
No raid boss or anything like that. Couple of, actually, both teams with 3 ghosts. They're going to challenge the Cypher right off the bat.
Shock dart.
Shock, I don't think getting
to dodge the shock. Yep.
Yeah. Nicely done. Now Biffy goes back sight with a classic in hand.
Look at these flanks, though. Multiple players towards garage. Spec going all the way down long.
There's a trip that they just cleared. Not expecting both, but you got to hear the TP there, surely, right?
A crazy post plant.
This is a mess. This is an absolute mess. Now they clear it out. The Paranoia swings through both actually on side of Sithrin. Looking to push the pace a little bit further. They've been trying to get in through long, and they just walk right into their crosshair. CDC get to 8.
I love that call and come through from CDC. I think that the Cypher Cam gave them big information of multiple players going onto the flank, so Biffy and the team just fight all the way up into Link, pinch back in through Garage. It's so rare a play like that actually pays off, but when there are a few guys trying to crash in down through long, just spinning the map on its head can be super effective, just like you saw.
Spin the map on its head. AXA was left dizzy. That's another pistol for CDC.
Standing ahead.
Spec is alone here. You remember, when you got a triple dive comp, you cannot play these normal timing angles that you would.
Three players working down long while CDC drone on in. Don't want to fall prey to any Bucky shenanigans. By the way, Leia, on to C-Site, has again thought that she has the site for her team, but now CDC are walking into three players.
And Cithrin will win out both.
Yeah. I love how
That's
it's
the
like
site.
just the inverse of the round from the first half. Crazy lurk that doesn't actually clear anything. Except this time it
remaining.
is completely shut down by the rest of CDC.
Spike planted.
We talked a little bit at the beginning of the map, Christy, about the pressure that CDC are probably feeling, given that the last map got away from them, and given that it feels like they should have been able to put it away. And but this one felt more like CDC should have won it sooner. I think they've managed that pressure quite fine.
That goes there.
And no issues so far. By the way, this Outlaw that Biffy was considering buying, I was going to say I really like it with 3 light shields on the other side, but it'll be Snackbox actually holding on to that one, onto the Sova. CDC get ready to play in towards mid. Razora and Aurelia to hold, and some damage already traded back and forth.
Back in a flash. Nice and slow now.
Biffy, 27 HP, tagged up already. The paranoia is on the money. And that will delay this hit. Keep a close eye on the TP, the Yoru TP that just went all the way back into A. Spec has to go back looking for it. And I don't think Spec saw it. The TP all the way up and across. That will strike fear into anyone. Nicely done by Enders.
Teleport's not going to matter. Lurk's not going to matter if A-Site's just being locked up like that. Biffy, too, tries to go for the late B play, and it amounts to nothing.
Revealing area.
And Paranoia a little bit off the mark. And so Snackbox will have to win these fights out without the assist. Or Valencia wins both. That's unreal.
Doug, I
No,
don't like
not
what I'm
yet.
seeing.
Not yet, not yet.
It's a
Snackbox
2-on
committing into the plant.
2-on-2,
Spike
Doug.
planted.
Yep.
Player standing.
That's now a 1.
Snackbox moment. This is what I'm coming to learn. Snackbox sometimes just decides to win the rounds that they shouldn't be winning. And I respect that, you know? That
I mean,
willingness
that was
to
exactly.
defy everything.
Hey, and honestly, that was exactly what they needed. They needed to be able to do that. And Snackbox up 14-9 now. They were able to put up those performances on Sunset. Those like individual, I'm just going to do it on my own performances. Did it on Sunset, has done it on Haven. And now has CDC in a position to really run away with this. Really fast down C long as well. The paranoia out from Garage. They fully send down C. That's going to force everyone from the attack over to A. Biffy's already fallen. You see the defense taking a quick step back, and Spec has to be careful here. Got a bit of a crossfire, but not really in a position to help one another. Never mind. Spec holds the line. Leah's dead. The Spike is now stalling out in long too. Christy, this one's going to be really tough. If you're CDC here, you're down in numbers, and I know that they just did it in the previous round, but I don't know how they pull it off the second time in a row.
You got to break through 3 players into back sight. This short position from Hyung Won Ho too.
Knockbox dashed up.
Spike down.
There's
A.
that short position that you were just highlighting. Really sharp attention out of you. Cithrin cleans him up though.
Last player standing.
And so this looks like where the antics should stop, although... Okay, good. A thrifty round as AXA get up to 6.
Yeah, the antics stop in terms of there's not going to be a 1v5 ace or anything like that, but it is still a thrifty round, all things considered. And this will be a rude reminder of how Sunset closed out. 11-11, it was Alliance Angels. They were able to win a thrifty and close things out to force us onto this third map. CDC,
This should do.
not out by any means. They've still got a big ultimate in the Dimensional Drift to play with. They've got money. These things start to add up over time.
Point.
They're over it.
Yeah, that could have been a mess to start. And now they can speed up onto this. Wait, they're going to fully push in the garage, and Young One Ho immediately gets dropped. They have to step back behind the paranoid. They're ulting into this. Enders is fully sending it into this. Spec has to get value on the ult. Has to get value on the ult. Splitting the uprights.
One enemy.
Spec gets a kill. Riso's here as well. Snack box left. And snack box falls. AXA gets to 7.
AXA are starting to add them up. Start this comeback. Make a real good go of things now. Money is starting to look a little bit more dire for CDC. And you can sort of feel it. Alliance Angels, knowing their tournament life on the line. Both these teams sitting at 0-3. You lose a 4th map, you are done. Swiss stage is over. No hope of making it to the main event.
Right. And what a tragic way that would be to end.
I must wait a moment.
Cam already cleared out. The shock pushing off that line in case there was any close trip too.
Hello?
Meanwhile, wait.
Firing squad on B. 3 players in the window.
And now a second Hunter's Fury. And this one finding its mark early. Snackbox with value. Citron snatched up. Enders.
Spike planted.
You imagine is going to want to play in that just in case the kill doesn't go their way.
They're right in the smoke, though.
Yep, and they had no idea. The Bucky up close. TP's back. Throws it in reverse. And now Valencia trying to hold back. Weak, but the Bulldog just not connecting. That will find its mark. Snackbox. How much more can be done? A 1v2.
Enemy remaining.
A tap into the swing. A 1v1 now. Spin. Not again. Not again. Not again.
Except this time, Doug, it goes the other way. Alliance Angels are the ones that stick through the spike. When 2 or 3 times in the first half, it was robbed from them. Now, turning the tables on CDC. And that was 2 huge ultimates invested from CDC. Dimensional Drift, Hunter's Fury gets a kill. But Alliance Angels just were untouchable, running back into the site on the retake.
Op in the hands of Enders. 3 in a row for the defense.
There it is.
Spike down
Value.
A.
Yeah, down short. And probably had a shot for more. We missed that one.
Enders is still hanging out.
Yeah, I mean,
Back in
there's
a
an
flat.
aggro line there. Don't want to overcommit to this. Biffy places an anchor behind them. Now pushes forward.
Look at this
Doesn't
walk
even
down
really need
C.
to TP back.
AXA have to know the hit's coming A.
Can Enders find their mark? That is the spike too. 3 close by. That shield perfect. If he dead, the spike has to back up. Citron, well done to get one on the way out. A parting gift.
A lurking to be from Leia. Broke a trip to do it. So the player back Gong is not actually holding for it. Leia slipped on in.
Well, take a look at spec on the minimap. They know.
Oh yeah, full information
30
because of the
seconds
break of
left.
the trip. But the time is really starting to run away. CDC need to pinch into this A site and start to activate Leia to get in.
There's, yep, timing is perfect. Spec now down. That op
Planted.
up close and personal. A 3v2 now for the defense. AXA looking to stay alive in this. Crispy shot out from Citron. The paranoia will cause a little bit of trouble by a
Lay it
little bit
down
of time,
long.
but that's going to give room for Young Ho to find some space. Aurelia left in this 1v2 now.
One enemy remaining.
A 1v1. Can she do it? Yes, she can. Aurelia stands tall as AXA get to 9.
They've just got plot armor now. Yeah, everyone's starting to believe in it as well. 4 rounds in a row. A Red Bull clutch for Aurelia, full sticking the defuse. In the previous round, everything is going their way.
And that is exactly how you put out a fire. You call a timeout, you slow things down, you get involved in the conversation. 4 in a row for Alliance Angels here. It seemed like they were dead. It seemed like they were done and dusted, but what a comeback.
Yeah, the next time the California Hills are in trouble, I'm calling Aurelia. She'll figure it out instantly. And this is all coming after that thrifty round win in our 16. It's just kept adding up and up and up for AXA. Looking at pings on the minimap, CDC are well aware of where these Cypher tripwires have been headed. In garage in front B. Very likely want to play to disrupt those early on in the map. CDC have multiple times found some pretty crazy lurk timings against Alliance Angels. They can continue working for that if it pleases them.
Oh, this is a nice spot. That goes there.
What's the call here? Remember last time we saw Biffy? There's no armor for Biffy. Phantom, no armor.
That's bold. And now there's no Cypher.
Was that not? Yeah, anyway, doesn't matter. We
Don't worry about it, Doug. It doesn't matter. It's a 4v5.
Yep. Stuck the TP. Fully out onto C. The trip has been cleared. The side is now theirs. Cithrin. Fancy footwork. Out onto Enders. Now they're going to try to hunt him down, but that's a dangerous game you play. The target found. Biffy somehow still alive.
1 by 1.
And there's the ult, and that will connect. Only on the members in garage, though. The 2 other members that are coming out from Swan should have safe passage through. Valsia now down. And that Biffy will follow. Snackbox will join them. AXA, they've tied this freaking game up, man.
Unreal. Precision strike on the entry into sight from AXA. 10-10 now, and it comes after. I mean, Cithrin, she finds a really nice timing. Swings into 4 players, don't get me wrong, in Link. Still gets a kill and gets out for a moment. But then after that, CDC were so scattered on the retake, and that was due to a number of factors. Retake cages being thrown down by Young Ho, a dart that went into back of sight that no one was actually able to clear. All this utility just really got in the way of CDC's post-plant plan.
This goes here.
And it's in these more chaotic moments that I think Alliance Angels have just been playing stronger off of one another.
And that's gotten them to this 10-10 scoreline with elimination on the line.
CDC have no money. Lose this round,
No,
and it could be wraps.
it's cooked. Yep.
Portal closed.
Yup.
Cutting through.
Enders was here last round. Got the pick on Leia. Utility needs to be good.
Drone surely clears them.
Will reveal. But we still won it.
Bold.
Real bold.
Wait, that's the attack cage too. Wow.
16 HP though. That's worthwhile for CDC.
Sure.
Oh, what are the shots?
Biffy had a timing, but that is tragic. Oh, you know, Biffy would love to have that one back.
Cithrin in the Dimensional Drift is getting all the information of these A players, except for the Sova in the pocket. And now pops out right inside of it. Spec is there. 4v3 now for AXA. But C-Site will be open. I said 4v3. It's actually a 4v2.
30 seconds left.
And Enders has a Dimensional Drift of her own. So it almost comes down to Velusia now to find a pick on these rotations. hopefully 2 kills to give Snackbox a chance in the clutch.
That's such a big ask. That's a huge ask.
Oh, yeah. And more than anything,
Well.
it's try and pick off this Yoru before she activates the ult.
Dart confirms there's nobody there. Paranoia is going to be off its mark.
Player standing.
Only one found. Snackbox has to 1v3. Cannot deliver. And a parting gift on the way out is AXA. Take the lead. Get up to 11.
It is over.
Citron gonna feel so bad after hopping out of that ultimate. You know, she'd run all the way through B site. She'd cleared most of A site. She saw 2 players there, but didn't actually see that the enemy Sova was sitting inside of the smoke right in center sight. That's what she was trying to use to pop out into. Gets absolutely punished for it. CDC are forcing up light armor and 3 guardians. They do not want to allow AXA on 12.
Will that be enough?
Teleport into heaven out of Enders. I feel like this is always getting smoked off. And actually taking a shot to break the clone reveals exactly where this op is.
And they're going to go into it?
I mean, just a smoke
They're
for heaven
pushing
should
into
be
it.
enough. Keep your eyes on Spec down in sewers, though. No one is going sewers to clear the Sova.
They didn't smoke heaven.
They did now.
I can't believe Biffy got away with
But
that.
sewers is the problem, Doug. Look at Spec walk up here.
So free.
And now Dimensional Drift for the retake. It's all go, go, go for Alliance Angels.
Ender drops down from heaven. Looking for any mark. That's 1 found. 2. Did not check the 3rd. I believe the Yoru has gone unchecked. Now position given away. Ender's finding 1 with the op. Aurelia looking for a little bit more. Can they hang on to this 2v3? Can they take this round back? They don't have the weapons for this. Tease off onto Biffy.
Last player.
Go
Anders
bullets!
gets another one. Oh my gosh, Leah. Leah saves the day for CDC.
On 21 HP. The difference of 1 bullet
Goes there.
is what
Yep.
keeps CDC's year alive.
I need this.
Unbelievable stuff.
Oh, this is my spot.
And it's just going to be go, go, go from here on out. Snackbox has Hunter's Fury. Has been online so far today. Both Sovas
Here.
have those ultimates ready to go.
That goes there.
CDC again have really liked fighting into A, but this time Alliance Angels are taking the fight to them and off down short.
Ender is looking for value, looking for a target. Both duelists side by side, shoulder to shoulder. And it's Spec who gets the first blood.
Healing area.
Oh, Spec, a second. Criminal. And now Enders gets another one too. Picking CDC apart at the seams.
The Walking Dead Season 1 finale. CDC exploded in A main. Spec looking like prime Rick Grimes out here.
I
Sharp
didn't
with
get
the
the
shots.
reference the first time. I'm not going to get it the second time, bro.
Oh, man. That was just lights out.
Yeah,
They couldn't go anywhere.
it was perfect.
And it comes after
particular.
CDC have so often been able to get up into that space because it's
30
just been
seconds
the
left.
opt down long or just been the opt down short.
Yeah. Yep.
AXA finally bring the actual fight there. And I mean, if you look at the money from Velucia, you have to hope you can save here.
Yep. The benefit, if you were like the one saving grace, is that AXA do not have the
10
money
seconds left.
to go hunting on their own. And so I can't imagine they'll give this much pursuit. Fortunately for Velucia.
Match point.
Wonder how CDC respond to this. If they go back to the well, fight into A lobby, expecting it to be a switch up again from Alliance Angels.
Yes, this should do.
Because it is a switch up. Enders has been a beast in this final map. 23 and 17 has that up on C long. This space has been less tested early on in rounds. CDC won't be dissuaded even after the disaster that was round 23. Their tournament lives, Doug.
Do you dare peek this high-low? There's the op, and now they know. And so what, a rotate away. I love the call out from CDC. They do not want to dance with that op. Snackbox now spotting the Sova. So you're getting a little bit of information as to what's going on here.
Sure. Look at the rotates as well. They're expecting a stack over there, so it'll be Leia working garage, tripwire still there, and
They're going back
Enders,
into the op.
the player to clear.
They're going into the op.
Whoa!
2 chances. That's an impossible set of tracking. There's no way you follow that. But Enders will still try. Now TP's away, leaving Aurelia to take the fight, and it's kills back and forth. The Hunter's Fury now causing even more problems as Spec and Risa are the only 2 left.
Player standing.
It's all on to
Spike
Spec.
I
A
know
1v3 to close this out, and the neural theft to deal with as well. It's all off the rails, Ender. I don't know how Spec pulls this one off. There's no way. The Hunter's Fury, the ult. The one thing is both of those were used pretty early. But Lias from the swing and garage secures the round, and of course, this series would go to OT. Why
You
not?
can't be upset about it. We're going all the way, baby. CDC managed to win 2 rounds at the end here, break up this streak of rounds for Alliance Angels. And now from here on out, it is just honest, valiant. Forget the ultimates. Forget the operators. It's just going to be fight, fight, fight. And as we go back to CDC's defensive side, you cannot forget that virtually every round of this half, it was Biffy walking out garage doors to break a camera in mid.
Thanks.
It was Cithrin stepping down C long. So they've changed up their approach here. It's Cypher over towards C. And it's Cithrin with a little support out of Snackbox to fight over the A space.
Shadows traveling.
No glass cannon up. Nothing like that. Cithrin's up really close. Oh,
Spotted.
tried getting a timing in the smoke around the drone, excuse me, but you're right, spotted.
The other part of the first half was Hyungwon Ho being a beast in sewers.
Yep.
Those A lurks were devastating. She's been left alone there for now.
Trip cleared, a lot of attention B. I always get a little scared and have to make sure that it's that it's a clone.
I mean, Aurelia shooting that has frozen these players onto B. It is just
Yeah.
Snackbox. Remember the 1v3 with the Guardian? I sure do.
Yep. Only one found this time, though. Meanwhile, AXA getting a couple kills across different areas of the map and getting all the space they want on A.
Very nice situation in the post plant here. Smoke for heaven. Camera watching the players coming out of CT. CDC without much room to play with.
Cam, flash from heaven. Biffy getting a kill. 3v3 now. Onto the site. You hear the TP. Spec looking to see if they can find the target and will succeed. It's all out on the Spec again, and that 1v2 will not convert. CDC on series point.
Back and forth we go. CDC have brought it all the way back now.
Line them up. I'm going in. Switching sides.
Alliance Angels
Match point.
now tasting what could be. There, you're just slipping away. Only 1 round left for CDC to seal the deal.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
You focus so much on playing for A lobby control that you can see Alliance Angels considering going back into the triple hold for that space. Instead, I think setting up a teleport for a mid walk here
Yes.
on Enders.
I must wait a moment.
Early smoke.
I must wait a moment.
Slow down.
They're gonna send this. Chrissy, this is a lot.
What in
to
the
ask
world?
of Young One Ho.
Oh,
Snackbox
Spam
is one
gets
gets
that?
killed. The site is theirs. Yeah. The site's now theirs.
Spike
And that's the first domino falling. Traded back though. Messy. But the job is done. Biffy trades back. Aurelia swinging back out. Of course, tit for tat. 1 for 1. Valcia hit by the flash. Trying to spam onto the box. They're not going to check it. They're not going to check it. Valcia stays alive. Only one though. A 2v2 Spec on the tap. The flash is there. Aurelia holds the line. Can Snapbox get this 1v2 to keep the series, to keep the year up? And now the Hunter's Fury off the mark. Can Aurelia keep this up? Half there on the swing.
Whoa.
And Aurelia gets the kill. Oh my gosh. Aurelia heroics for AXA.
yo!
Switching sides.
These rounds are absolutely nuts!
Everyone
Aurelia keeps it going for Alliance Angels. 25 and 15. Just a ridiculous map out of her. And we go back once again. It's always coming down to these clutches. These clutches down C long, full diffuses. So often this series it has been Snackbox winning them. But now in those critical moments, Alliance Angels keep Elise on this tournament life.
And so we go another round, another set. What a series this has been. I've lived many lives. Leah's playing such a dangerous game here. Yep, take a step back. You hear the shield, the TP there. But what? If he gets
That's
two?
over.
Enders is going to try to do something about it. Try to tip the scales back in their favor.
CDC are all over right now. Cithrin trying to push down into long. Here comes the fight.
Scanning ahead.
The cage goes down, the double swing. Snapbox down. 31 HP. I don't know if that's enough to win that fight. Enders has to 1v2. 71 HP. No flashes. Tucks into the smoke. Remember, Valcia weak. That's the first target. Off the tap. Now the second. Knowing it's not being stuck, and Enders. The gun betrays them.
Yeah, just a little
That's such
pocket
a
between the
sad
smoke
way
and
for
the
that
wall.
to go. Yep.
Just a disaster, yeah. No chance to even outplay when you get caught like that.
Yep.
But Alliance Angels, they were in this exact same position last time. That required a clutch out of Aurelia. I want to make things a little bit cleaner here. Not come down to those end of round situations again.
This is a nice spot. Try not to cutting through.
How many lives do AXA have? Is that smoke one more time?
CDC just sent a drone down short. That's their A fake, and now ready for the double dash of Biffy.
Ender sidesteps. There's the dart. There's the double dash. Biffy stands tall. Young One Ho tucking in the cage. Getting uncomfortable. Feeling anxious. First cage down. Biffy on the side of the second one. What? Spams through. Can't do much more. Spec and Riso to keep their lives alive.
Man.
Align. Excuse me. Cithrin falls. So 2v2 now. How much more can they do? Snackbox one off ult. There's a drone. There's the tag. Both spotted. Leah patient on the swing. Not oversending it. Love the discipline. And now they double face. It's a 1-for-1. Spec and Leah in the 1v1. And it's Leah who saves the day. Who saves the series for CDC. They survive. They advance.
What a close spot match between these two teams. Kind of hurts that we have to send Alliance Angels home after that show that was our second map, a 13-11. back and forth affair on Sunset, and then a multi-OT coming down to multiple clutches, 1v1s down C long. But Leia being able to